This is Eric, and figured I'd do another video just for fun. And the project that I'm working on now is this Galveston 8-string bass that is behind me right here. So what I am doing is this bass, and I think I did another video on it, and I showed that the strings are strung through body. I think it's a stupid design. It's very annoying to try and change strings out that way without cutting them. And not only that, if you use tapered strings, the thickness of the body takes up the taper. You can't leverage the benefits of using tapered strings. Additionally, if you like using really thick strings, like I do from Kalium strings, because I like their balanced sets, and I'm stringing this one up with a low F sharp, and I have a, oh, here it is right here. This string is, look at that, just cable. It's 2/10 of an inch thick, and that just does not fit through the ferrules that are in the body. So what I did is I ordered a piece of brass from Amazon, and because when I tried to find someone local to machine a bridge piece for me, I got, first of all, no one was doing it, and then someone was like, well, I charge $100 an hour and minimum is 2 hours. It was $200. I'm like, seriously? So I got a piece of brass from Amazon and started working on this, and took my time to carefully mark off the distance between each of the strings, which is like, on this bass, like 13.5 millimeters, really narrow. But it wasn't 14 and it wasn't 13, it was about 13.5. So there's about 13.5, and I tried to line them up as best I could. So as you can see, they're, for the most part, in alignment with each other. And then I went and I just used, I had to learn how to drill in brass, and you have to modify your drill bit for that. So I did that, didn't have any problems drilling it. Then I bought an inexpensive countersink kit from Harbor Freight that just opened up near me, and countersunk all of the holes. So that's where the ball ends of the string goes, and then the mounting screws are up at the top like that. So went to Lowe's and got some brass wood screws for that, and so far so good. So this, I think, cost me between $20 and $30, for what I had to buy for it. It wasn't much. I already had drill bits, had a drill press, so needed the cutting wheel. Oh yeah, I got a cutting wheel, a small, like a 2-inch or 3-inch cutting wheel, to cut the slots out right here. And then see these down here at the bottom, those are for the thicker strings, because this really thick F sharp, I mean, look at that. That's really thick. So I've got some other strings I may put on there, or I can still string them through this if I need to. And I'm going to use just the strings that were already on it to string it back up. They should be long enough because it's a huge long headstock. So some of the strings that I have aren't necessarily long enough to fit that. Oh, hey, Rocket. Hey, let's meet Rocket. Say hi, Rocket. Okay, he just wants to give me love. That's great. All right. But anyways, where was I? Okay, the slots. I had to widen some of them out, so now I think they're ready, and if I need to, I can always widen them out some more. However, I do have one problem. You know the saying, measure twice, cut once. I did the holes for the bridge, and well, you see a little toothpick sticking out of there. I misdrilled that one, so, and it's so close to where I actually need to drill the hole. I just went ahead and filled it, so hopefully that'll be dry by the end of the day, and then this evening I can finish stringing it up. Oh, I did have to use my files and file out the nut a little bit for those thicker strings, but I got that taken care of, so I'm going to go string it up as is and play it. If I need to adjust it more, I'm going to go ahead and do that, so stay tuned. Okay, well, after a little bit of frustration, I have finally finished my project. Let's see if I can grab it. There it is, all done. Well, at least good enough for now. Geffen, as we call that at work. But it is good enough for now. I think later on I'll take that piece back off and countersink those screws a little bit more, make them more flush, and maybe bevel the edges a little bit, but it looks great. Seems to play good so far. So I'm trying to go through and do all the adjustments and stuff. So success!